What is good with YouTube? Fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real Talk Boxing. It is a privilege and honor and a major blessing to be back with you beautiful people yet again on this early Tuesday morning. I was meaning to make this video yesterday, but I got busy. The Ingram brothers came over out of the blue. They surprised me. I was almost done with my workout and they were coming through. They had some business they had to tend to, and they came through New Boston, man. And I got to meet my next opponent, AJ Ingram. Kid's a lot cooler and a lot more respectful than I really thought he was. Was really respectful towards me, my wife, and my daughter. My daughter wanted to put her eyes on the next guy who's going to be trying to knock my head off. And she was adamant about meeting him. And he was really good with my whole family, man. So Trey, AJ, I forget your uncle's name. Respect to you guys. God bless. It was really good meeting you. And I can't wait to get in November and have fun with this big guy. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I was meaning to do this video yesterday, but like I said, didn't have enough time. But I wanted to speak about Usyk again, and something that Roy Jones and Eddie Hearns said about Usyk that I respectfully disagree with. I can see why they say it, but I just don't agree with it. Roy Jones and Eddie Hearns says for Usyk, this is good as it gets for Usyk. He can't make any more improvements for the rematch. Should there be a rematch? I think there should. Why they say that, I don't know. Throughout his career, now I haven't followed his whole career, but I mean, he was undisputed in the cruiserweight division. You know, to have all the straps takes major improvement with each fight. You're beating champion after champion, you know, top tier fighters. So there's improvement there. Now, don't get me wrong. Every fighter, amateur or professional, has room to improve. There's holes in everybody's game. Y'all got to understand that. When you see somebody on a heavy bag, professional or not, you'll find some holes in their game. When you see somebody doing hand mitts, professional or not, you could critique that fighter. You can critique any fighter. You know, you'll find something that they're doing wrong. But, you know, unless you strapped up with them and got in there with them, I mean, how would you really know how they could fare against you or against somebody else? So everybody has room to improve. If anything, the person who needs to improve is Joshua. I mean, tell the fight. I mean, Joshua didn't make any adjustments. He couldn't do anything about the movement, the counter punching, the straight left, the overhand left. Couldn't do anything about that. Honestly, I think the only way that Joshua is going to beat Usyk is by a knockout. He's not going to win by decision, judging by what I seen that last fight. Now, I can understand why Eddie Hearns said what he said, but for Roy Jones to say what he said, maybe his professional mind surpasses mine. But I don't understand what he sees that makes him think that he can improve. Maybe because Usyk isn't a knockout artist. He rattled AJ a handful of times, but I'm thinking Roy Jones is saying that because what can he do other than box Anthony Joshua? Because he can't knock Joshua out. Now, these are not his words. I'm just trying to put together a collective thought and an answer why Roy Jones said what he said. But these are heavyweights. Anybody over 200 pounds hitting you on the chin, professional or not, can render you unconscious, so anything can happen. Here's where AJ needs to improve. First of all, I talked about this on my last live stream, and a lot of people brought this up, actually brought it to my attention. So it was them who brought it to my attention, the true subscribers. They said, man, he needs new training. He needs new trainers, period. He needs a whole new team. And I agree with that. He needs a team that's going to teach him how to be more aggressive, not just be aggressive, but effectively. He needs to start early. He needs to bang to the body early. And he needs to put that big frame on Usyk, on that lower back, on those legs, wear him down. And to me, those are simple things to implement in a game plan to beat Usyk. And I don't know why his team last weekend didn't. I don't know why they didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, doesn't really make any sense to me. But to say that Usyk can't improve, here's where Usyk can improve. He can go to the body more because he didn't go to the body that much. He did, but not that much. Okay. And he could be more aggressive. And when he was aggressive, but when I say more aggressive, staying a little bit longer in the pocket, not too long. I'm not talking about trading. Not talking about trading with the bigger guy on the inside, but staying in the pocket just a little bit longer, digging to that body and really throwing convictions, shots with conviction to knock him out. I think that's where Usyk can improve. As far as his movement and his boxing ability, that's on point. That's on point. But I mean, if you want to cruise to a victory by getting a decision unanimously, I think he can still do that. But I think Joshua's improvement is going to have to up his aggressiveness and sitting down on a lot more punches that he did in the fight, because there was a lot of pitter pads setting up power punches, but obviously he didn't need the power to beat Joshua in this first fight. And I think he may need a little bit more in order to do those in a rematch, in my opinion. For Eddie Hearn, I think that's wishful thinking, the reason why he said it. And for Roy Jones, I'm not completely sure, but I'm thinking it's because he couldn't knock Anthony Joshua out. And that's why I think he said that there's not going to be any more improvement. But it's big boys, man. Anything can happen. Anything could definitely happen. So, I'm interested in a rematch. I think that there will be a rematch. And I'll be there to watch it, man, And, that's just my take on Roy Jones and Eddie Hearn saying what they're saying about Usyk. But it's Joshua who needs the major improvement, in my opinion. But never mind that. I want to know yours. Comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. Till the next time, Real Talk Boxing. We up and we out of here, baby. Boom.